Hi guys, in today's video I'm showing you how to make the Willow bracelet. This is my own original design. I'm very excited to show you guys how to make it, so let's just hop right in. So to make this bracelet you're going to need a hook, and before we start making the bracelet I just wanted to show you guys some different color patterns you could use, I guess. So in this bracelet I use the same color for the center cocoa bands and I use cocoa bands for the border. In this tiny little section, I use Caribbean green bands for the center and medieval turquoise for the border, because we do start with the center piece and then add on the border bands. And then here, these little X bands, I used two separate colors, and then here I used one color for each X. So I'll show you how you can get it this way, or if you want to get it this way when we make the bracelet. So that's all, and let's get started. So like I said, we're going to start with our hook and we're going to start by making an 8-loop setup. So take a band, which is going to be the center piece here. I don't know if you guys can tell. It looks like it's made like all at once, but we actually make the center part first. So start with this center cocoa bands here. That's what we'll be making first. And I highly recommend that you use the same color as the center and the border just because it blends well. I don't know, I think this is pretty too, but I just like the other rendition better. It's just my opinion. You could do whatever you'd like. So we're going to take another band and pull it through, and we're going to reclaim this side of the capping band, and we're going to take another band and you're going to pull it through the first 2 loops and reclaim the outside one. And you're going to do this one more time, so take another white band, pull it through the first 2 loops and reclaim the outside one, and now you're going to flip it. Now we're going to take off the first band on our hook and reclaim this capping band loop, and we're going to take another white band, pull it through the first 2 and reclaim the outside one, and take another white band, pull it through the first 2 and reclaim the outside one. So this is what it should look like now. You should have 8 loops on your hook. So we're going to take the color that you want the X's in this bracelet to be. I'm just going to call them X's. Start with your first color. If you want it to be like this, you're just going to alternate colors. So say you were using red, you'd start with red, then go on to your next color, red, go on to your next color, so on and so forth. But if you want the same pattern as this bracelet for the X's, which I will be doing, you're going to do the same color twice. So I'm going to take my first band, I'm going to pull it through the first 6 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reclaim the first and the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And arrange so you have something like this. Now with the third band, you're just going to pull it over your hook, like that. Okay? And now you're going to flip this, and I will try to do this on camera, and I went off. Okay. But now we flipped it. It's kind of hard for me to flip it in the position I'm in. But anyway, you're going to take this third band again and loop it over your hook. Like so. So you should have something like this. You're going to take another border band and you're going to pull it through the first 2 loops and you're going to reclaim the outside one and do the same on the other side. So take a border band, pull it through the first 2 loops, and reclaim the farthest one or the outside one. And now I'm taking the same color that I used before since I want that pattern, and I'm going to pull it through the first 6 loops, reclaim the first and the 4th and the 5th and 6th, and rearrange like this. And you're going to loop over the third, over the hook, and same on this side. So let me try to flip this. There we go. And take the third band on this side and loop it over as well. So that's basically the process that you do all the way up. I'm going to continue this. So you just take another border band, pull it through the first 2 and reclaim the outside one, and now you flip it and you do the same on the other side. Oops. There we go. And now you'd start with your next color that you want in your sequence. So I will be using blue cobalt bands. So pull it through the first 6, reclaim the first, 4th, 5th, and 6th, rearrange, and grab the 3rd and pull it over the tip of your hook, and do the same on the other side. Take the 3rd and loop it over the tip of your hook. So that is basically the process you do all the way up. Please continue this process until this section is long enough to fit around your wrist, and I will be back when I am done. Alright, so once you have finished your section, I just made a tiny section today, you're going to take a band and just pull it through everything. Oh, and before, sorry, I forgot to mention this, but before you close, just make sure that you have an even amount of these horizontal bands. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'll have 6 little X's, because if you don't have an even amount, I didn't have an even amount up here, so I just had to close it a little differently. But make sure that you have an even amount, so then it will all look even and stuff like that. So if you don't, then go ahead and do that. But anyway, I'm just going to take one single white band and string it through everything, and you're going to take a C-clip and just clip this off for now, and we will start moving on to the borders. So I'll be using white for the borders today. It's just a simple fishtail border, and we're going to be making the little X's while we make the border. So you're going to go in the cap band at the bottom and just go into one loop, and you're going to take a band and just pull it through like this. And now we're going to pick up these 2 first horizontal bands like that. You're going to take the bottom one and you're going to pull it over the top one like this. And you're going to take another white band and you're going to pull it through the first 3 loops, and you're going to reclaim this first border band that we had here and make sure that these 2 don't come out of order. And now we're just going to grab this other remaining band like that, and you're going to take another border band, oops, and you're going to pull it through the first, all of your loops basically, and reclaim the last one, like that. And now we'll do this again. So take your hook, go inside these 2 loops here, pull the bottom one over the top, like this, and take a border band, and we're going to string this through everything and reclaim the outside one like that. Grab this band again, or this leftover band I guess from the X, like that. Take another border band, pull it through everything on your hook, and we are going to reclaim the outside one. So we should see 2 X's now. You're just going to continue this same process all the way up your bracelet. So just go ahead and continue the process. You can always rewind the previous instructions if you still need help, but I'm going to continue doing this up this part of the bracelet, and I'll be back to show you how to do the other side. So once you have finished right up here, I just like to take a C-clip and just clip this part of the fishtail, because we're going to be gathering them all up in the end and connecting them. So let's move on to the other side. Since this bracelet isn't reversible, you can just turn it around, and it's basically the same process. So take your hook, go inside the other cap band loop, grab a band and pull it through, and you're going to go inside the first 2 loops and pull the bottom one over the top, like so. Take another border band, pull through the first or all the bands in your hook, and reclaim the outside one, oops, like that, and grab this band. Take another border band, pull it through all the bands, and reclaim the outside one, and you're just doing the same process that we did on the other side. So I will continue doing this. Please rewind the previous instructions if you still need guidance, but I will just continue this. Alright, whoops. I am so sorry about that, guys. I haven't had my camera follow me in like forever, so sorry about that. But anyway, we're going to be finished off here. So you just take your hook and go through all of the bands that have C-clips attached to them. And you're just going to take another border band and pull it through everything like this and C-clip it. So that is how you make the Willow bracelet. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like down below and to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!